From Newsnets and CCTV, it's high school basketball coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
All righty, 28-25, 8 minutes to play here in regulation play in what we expected as a tough defensive battle here from Cadillac High School. Vikings still with the lead as they have led from the start of this game. Just 3 points as Petoskey's been whittling it down a little bit each quarter here.
This is the game I was hoping for. Just a tough battle between Cadillac and Petoskey. It's like this every year, and it's just a fun one to watch.
We've seen some outstanding defensive play, especially in that third quarter. Both teams drawing 5-second calls as they defend. We've seen some charges drawn, some tough shots forced. Just as a basketball coach and a defensive basketball coach, you've got to love what you're seeing from both teams.
Both teams definitely picked up the energy after halftime. Came out with a new mindset, new game plan, and yeah, it's working for both of them.
Jade Spurgeon at the line misses that one. He has 7 points tonight, looking for his 8th right here. And front rim, but no good. Genemo with a big rebound. Back comes Cadillac, Tip Baker with it.
Petoskey sticking to their man-on-man plan, meaning the Vikings up. Dang, they're probably up by the blue line, white line, not giving the thing.
Tough shot underneath right there. Tip Baker's did not fall. Looked like Ben Wager got a hand on the shot. The ball goes back out of bounds though off of Baker. Quick shot by Petoskey, does not foul. Picking up a foul right there, number 24. That's Ronta Moore. 4th team foul. Only for Petoskey. Only his 2nd personal foul, too. Picking up full court is Petoskey.
Looks like trying to figure out what press they're in. Oh, they're just a full court man-to-man.
I think they double tip off the inbounds and then drop right back into it.
If you can force someone besides Tip to bring the ball up, that's a good plan.
There's a great cut and pass that time. A little bit more on time, and Evan Bohr puts 2 in to bring the Vikings up to a 5-point lead.
That was a real strong finish. Great rebound.
That was a fantastic rebound by Ronta Moore. Give him 6 points from the game, all in the second half here.
The stories of any of them, I have in front of me the story of Amor.
Back and forth we go. The Vikings with a 3-point lead and looking to add on to it. And a tough night for Genema here. His 3 does not fall.
That was a pretty quick shot, but you know what? He was wide open. I would take that every time.
Once again, our camera crew out there tonight, folks. Damian Brooks actually is in the truck tonight doing some graphics and assistant work. Our camera crew is Alden McCoy, Emmy Wilkins, and Jeremiah Tuck. And our director tonight doing a fantastic job for y'all in the truck, Aaron Dusa. That's a repeat of a play we saw earlier in the game as Ronta Moore beats everybody down the floor, gets 2 points.
And just like that, Petoskey's only down 1.
They have not led in the ball game here tonight as we watch a long 3-pointer go in again.
Levi Klotz, number 7. He is feeling it tonight.
Petoskey slows down a little bit, runs their offensive set. Baker with almost the steal right there. You know, that's a nice piece of officiating right there. You know, he's letting both players talk to him about what they thought happened right there. He's giving them some advice, talking to him about it. You know, to me, that's good officiating, Ev.
Yeah, especially if you can explain what you called and why you called it. That's exactly what you're looking for.
I think we've got a timeout here. 33-29 with the Vikings with the lead. Petoskey with the ball. What do you think, Ev? Coming down to free throws or offensive rebounding? Defensive rebounding. What do you think? It's going to be the biggest key here in the last 5:15 to go.
You know, I'll have to say defensive rebounding. Petoskey has definitely been taking quicker shots, which has been working for them, but they've also been getting a few offensive boards, giving them second chances.
If I was going to pick one of those three things too, I think the defensive rebounding is the key. Whoever's in the lead, obviously, in the last minute or so, will be forced to make some free throws. But I think before we get to that point, whoever kind of owns those defensive boards in the next 4.5 minutes or so probably comes away with a huge victory here in Big North Conference play. I think we got some blood on the floor right now as we see Athletic Director Fred Bryant throwing on the gloves. So this will add to the timeout here, folks. Once again, we want to let you know that our camera crew, the Newsnet group, is heading over to the WEX tomorrow night for boys high school hockey. And back here at Cadillac High School, not covered on our broadcast, but in action, the undefeated Cadillac Vikings girls basketball team coming off of a huge win just 2 nights ago over Kingsley. And that game here at Cadillac High School is Military Appreciation Night.
Let's see if Petoskey's just going to try to get the ball in, or if the coach designed a specific play, maybe an easy 2 points or a 3-pointer.
We have seen number 40 back on the far side of the floor right there. J.J. Marshall shoot the three. They don't run anything to him off this.
And she is stabbed in the neck by this angry slave owner.
Strong drive right there by number 5, Gabe Whitmore. He's going to step to the line right now. His team trailing by 4. He is 0 for 2 from the line in this game.
These will be some pretty big free throws for him right now.
And that's Klotz's fourth foul right there. That might have been what Petoskey kind of drew up, see if they could get Whitmore to go to the basket to pick up that 4th foul. We see him step off the floor with 5 minutes to play, and in for the Vikings, Wyatt Vincent.
Made both of them.
Drains them both.
Those are 2 big free throws. Being down 2 sounds a lot better than being down 4.
Oh, we'll see who the Vikings look to for offense with Klotz on the bench with his 7 3-pointers leading the way. 21 of Cadillac's 33 points. And maybe they just extend and be patient. Try to get 2 minutes off the clock.
Yep, Coach B definitely told them only good shots. Nothing contested. A and B shots only.
Vikings being very patient with a 2-point lead. And I think this is a great coaching move. When you got your hot hand on the bench, if you can kind of, what we say, shorten the game a little bit.
Yeah, they're just trying to wear the defense down. Petoskey's not backing off at all. They're playing uptight, man-to-man defense, and just like that, Kip's able to draw a foul off him.
Just the 5th team foul right there for Petoskey. 4:14 to go. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast here on Newsnet 26 Sports. Brought to you by our sponsor tonight, Pizza Plus of Cadillac. Johns with the ball. Over to Genema. Very, very patient. He drives. Kicks it to the corner. Vincent kind of kept in that corner, but does a nice job of getting out of there.
And it's good seeing both Johns and Genema being able to handle the ball up top. That tight pressure can be tough for a big man to control it, but they're doing a great job.
This is the kind of basketball you can play when you've got an experienced group of players and good, strong ball handlers like we do here for Cadillac. As a result, nice shot underneath, not finished though.
Andrew Johns put back for 2.
And there's the rebounding we were talking about right there, Ev. Andrew Johns with a huge one to extend Cadillac's lead to 35-31, and a quick timeout right there by the Vikings.
Excuse me, David Johns.
David Johns.
His younger brother's Andrew.
Yes.
I remember having both of those boys come to the Cadillac basketball kids camp. That was a long time ago, Dan.
35-31. This has been just what we expected, folks. A great high school boys basketball game here from Cadillac High School. Hopefully you can hear the pep band in the background. Evan and I will try and talk a little bit over it. So what are you going to run if you're Petoskey coming out of this timeout? Me personally, I'm thinking, let's see if I can get Ronta Moore getting to the basket. He's been kind of able to do that throughout the second half especially.
You're right about that. He's been just fighting through the physicality that the Vikings have brought. And, yeah, he's made a few layups. Maybe even get him an and one. If not, kick it out. And Petoskey's had a few 3 points tonight, so I'd say tough drive to the hole.
Defensively here, the Vikings keep Klotz on the bench. Again, he's leading scorer right now. Quick shot right there. Vincent unable to keep control of it after that, but Baker sees it coming.
Great steal by Tip Baker.
Yeah, on a really heads-up play as he made the steal, he kind of threw it forward to himself. To get ahead of everybody. Back comes a very quick drive by Jade Spurgeon, what we just saw a moment ago from him, but this time he picks up the foul. First team foul only right there on first player foul on Genema. 7th team foul. So at this point on now, Petoskey will shoot free throws. I think he gets 2 out of this anyway. Spurgeon makes this one.
Right now, if you're a Vikings player, you have to know who's been making their free throws and who hasn't.
3:05 to go. The Vikings with a 5-point lead. Spurgeon right now 3 for 5 from the line. Makes that 3 for 6.
Tip Baker and David Johns, both with great box outs that allow Genema to come down and find the board.
Vikings content again to be a little more patient on this end. They can afford to do that as they have a nice lead at this point.
Evan Bohr thought about shooting that, but smart play. If you're up 5 with 2:40 left, make Petoskey play defense and try to tire him out a little bit.
You know, and he's kind of right there in position on the floor by the coaching staff. I'm sure they were letting him know about it. Vincent with another great drive. He just doesn't finish this one either.
Petoskey comes down, puts up a 3, and just rattles out.
And there's a great rebound by Johns right now. Baker with the ball. He's going to be patient. That's a huge defensive series for Cadillac right there. That would have cut it to a 2-point lead if it had fallen.
Looks like we'll have some subs coming in. The Vikings are putting Levi Klotz back in.
You know, I don't mind the last couple of drives by Wyatt Vincent right there. He wasn't able to finish either of them. But I guess if I'm a coach, I'm saying to my players, we want layups.
Yep.
And both of his weren't really contested a whole lot. He just missed them. And those will happen.
Yeah, those are some pressure shots, especially against
pressure.
a big game.
Yep.
Those easy layups in practice, they are completely different when you're up 5 against Petoskey with only a few minutes left.
And they're great learning experiences for him as the season progresses. It wouldn't surprise me in another hotly contested battle, we see him make 3-4 of those in a row.
Yep.
Vikings with a 5-point lead. They have led throughout the night here tonight, folks. They have the ball, and we'll see what they choose to do out of this. I would expect them to be very patient, continue to look for some things. Certainly, Klotz back in the ball game right here now, too.
Yeah, you have no pressure to try to get a quick bucket if you're a Viking.
Petoskey with a foul to give can be pretty aggressive out here. Baker with the good strong hands right there.
And they are going for every reach, trying to pop the ball out and maybe get a turnover.
There they do pick up the 16th foul on a reach in from behind. With that next foul call, Cadillac will step to the line.
Yeah, I think that's the right move by Petoskey. You got a foul, a couple to give. Might as well try to take a chance and maybe get a fast break out of it.
Nice sportsmanship by both players right there. You know, that's a good play by Crittenden right there. He's looking to make the steal. Maybe he gets it, maybe he doesn't. Either way, hardly anything runs out the clock. But unfortunately for him, Tip Baker's at the free throw line, and he's very seasoned.
Yep, that was a smart play by Tip, too. He knew he had position. He knew once the ball would get over Petoskey's hands, he would be able to draw a foul out of it. That's a smart heads-up play. Tip makes his first free throw.
Yeah, Tip steps into the game here tonight, shooting just 50% from the free throw line. But I think a lot of that might have had to do with the early season injury and not quite having the legs. He's much better shape and much healthier right now. He drains both. Makes this a big 7-point lead with 1:34 to go. Quick timeout after the Ronta basket. That's his 5th drive to the basket, all here in the second half to give him 10 points. And for the Vikings, you got some pretty sound free throw shooters out there. As you'd expect, Klotz, he's at 80% right now out on the floor. Genema, 68%. Logan Wild, about 60. Baker, we just mentioned, at 50. And who am I missing? Oh, Evan Bohr, right around 75%. And when you have free throw shooters in high school sports that are that strong, you know, it's a really solid coaching move by the Vikings staff to be patient and say, all right, come follow us.
Yep, that's definitely one thing that Coach Mack and Coach Benzenberg always emphasize at practice. Free throws, free throws, free throws. And in games like this, free throws will win them. It makes it a little harder for Petoskey to just foul any player if they're all shooting around 50% or up.
Certainly for Petoskey, I would be double teaming Baker and saying, let's not let him get this. Whoever does get it, let's put them on the line.
Especially after Baker just came.
Let's see what we can do before they get past half court, and then we'll put whoever on the line. Because there is 1:34. That's quite a bit of time yet. We'll see what they choose to do.
2-possession game. Petoskey's in a full court, looks like full court man press.
Double teamed, but still able to get the ball was Baker. And you know what? That's a nice play right there on the inbounds pass by number 22, Logan Wild. He's very patient. I think he knew where he wanted to go with the ball all along and waited for Tip.
I want to say the Vikings have a few more timeouts. So I know Coach Benzenberg told them, if you don't get it, there's no point forcing it. Just call a timeout.
Baker made his last two just a few moments ago, and this one is nothing but net right there. I know what you expect from him.
As a senior, he should be making these, so it's good to see that he is.
This will make it a 3-possession game, and it does.
Tip 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Looks like the Vikings are in 3-pack where they are not coming outside of the 3-point line. They're going to make Petoskey shoot if they want to win this one.
Tough drive to the basket, and controlling the rebound was the sophomore. And he's going to step to the line right now. Cole Genema.
He's been shooting 68% from the line.
We'll see. This is going to be a tough spot to go to the line for him. He hasn't been much in the scoring column here tonight. As a matter of fact, I can't remember if he's got a basket to go. He has scored quite a bit this year for the Vikings, however. Just tonight, it's been a lot about Levi Klotz. Just a little long on that. Baker almost with the steal right there. Hustles back to get into play. 5-on-5 right there as we see number 5, Evan Bohr, pick up the foul, and number 5, Gabe Whitmore, step into the line with 1:08 to go.
Dave Whitmore knew that Bohr fell for this little spin move pump fake, and he went right into him. Smart play.
I like the hustle steal attempt from Baker, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself too, keep him in front of you. Don't give up that. Whitmore drains that one.
That might be a play that you make in the first half, maybe third quarter, but when you got a minute left on the clock, you don't really want to risk that.
That one is unable to fall. Watts with the ball. Under a minute to play right here.
Petoskey's trying to go, looks like they're putting maybe even a trap. They're sending 2 men at whoever has the ball. Go for a steal or a trap.
They've let a lot of time go here. Cadillac just keeps moving, and as a result, they don't even take the shot. Smart play by Genema
Very
right
smart
there.
play. Plus it's a wide open layup. Just keep passing it out. Smart play by the sophomore Genema. Sending Tip Baker back to the line.
You know, especially after you just missed the last free throw. A one-on-one attempt right there. Just to get rid of the ball and say, time's best right now. Let's eat up this last little bit.
Yep, even if you can get another 4 or 5 seconds off the clock, that could be a big difference maker.
That is the 10th team foul on Petoskey, so this is 2 free throws for Baker.
Tip is 5 for 5 from the line. See if he'll make it 6th. Dan, is just like we imagined at the beginning of the game. Real close, physical, hard-working defense game.
Baker with another steal, and I think that might about seal it. We'll see how it plays out with just about 30 seconds to play.
Looks like they're sending Logan Wild to the line. Tip's giving a little talk before these free throws.
Logan Wild at the line right here. Logan shooting about 50% on the season. The lefty is a little bit off on that one. These are important learning experiences even early in the season like this, because as the conference continues to heat up throughout the year and then you enter tournament play, you want to be able to step to the line under these situations and put them in. David Johns in for Cadillac. They now lead by 9, 20-some seconds to play here. Nice strong rebound right there, but unable.
Great pump
able
fake.
to finish it. Rodriguez again.
He is having a great night down low.
That's Ronta Moore. Sorry, everybody.
Nice play by the Vikings. Not going up for a layup with 5 seconds left. Classy move. Both teams, at least when I was playing, there's just a mutual respect between Cadillac and Petoskey. You play hard, you play physical, but no one's taking cheap shots, no one's playing dirty. So they've always been great opponents to play against.
Both teams again came into tonight's conference action undefeated in the Big North. And like we mentioned earlier, it's probably a little more important for Cadillac to control home floor on this. You know, Petoskey, I think you're walking away from this saying we played well, we played hard. Shots didn't quite go our way, but they got to come back to our place yet this year.
Yeah, they proved that they can play with Cadillac. I don't think they had to prove it to anybody, but they showed themselves, hey, we can hang. That ends it. Cadillac Vikings 46 to Petoskey Northmen 37.
So we're going to take a short break here on Newsnet and 26 Sports. Evan and I will be back with a little post-game wrap-up in just a moment.